I am Christopher Large Nipples Christ.
Yeah. I'm just
you're just Richard Douglas.
Yeah.
I'm Christopher Worth too. And I've had a little drinky poo. So I might be a little silly.
Voice of reason.
No, this isn't Reason. This is another program.
I'm the voice of another program.
Yes. Aren't we all? Yes.
It is my intention
Matrix.
to break my programming and become free.
Matrix.
Make what?
Matrix.
Matrix accost you in the water closet.
Oh. I wish that Azure thing had fuck off. Look. Alright, it's gone this time. It just keeps popping up. We're going to go into the bases of synthesis, sir.
Alright.
Richard, is it... Oh, I beg your pardon.
Stop touching me stuff.
I touched it and it just collapsed. That's your fault for not
anchoring
it properly.
It was fine.
It's not, look, that goes all the way... Ooh, that should go all the way down, that. It's gone wonky, hasn't it?
Well, stop your fiddling, you big Burke.
You weren't talking into the microphone, you were talking... That twizzles, you know. That stiffens your resolve.
Right there.
Right. Because you insist on talking at me.
Well, I'm looking at the screen.
Well, no, that's why it
which
needs...
is the thing I'm supposed to be commentating on.
That needs angling like that, so it's in front of your fucking face, bitch.
Why am I doing this anyway?
2 minutes in, we're already arguing.
Tyler not interested in...
I knew it would be an end in a row.
Yeah.
Well, you're here as a novice who knows nothing about it, so you can tell me whether I'm doing right or going too fast or being inexplicably ununderstandable.
Right.
And you do get it's interesting. Everybody's fascinated by this stuff. I keep people strangers entertained for hours.
Who is this for?
It's for people like me who get this FM8 synth and think, what the fuck do you do with this thing?
Right.
Because it's not your average synthesizer.
So you and another 6 people worldwide?
I am terribly sorry, sir. No. It's a very popular synthesizer.
23 people in Oslo.
And a lot of people don't know. Oh. Yeah, well, sensible people who will, instead of like some people I could mention...
Oslothians.
Instead of some people I could mention who go, I can't get it to work, can't you do this? They go to YouTube and look for a tutorial off their own fucking back without bombarding me with stupid questions. That's who it's for, sir.
Never once have I asked you how this works.
Not this, but like Cubase and stuff. You say, oh, I can't do this. And fucking Google it, you can. Ah, he's looking guilty. There's guilt written all over his trousers.
Never been on Cubase.
Well, that's not guilt, is it? You dirty boy.
No.
Right, so shall I proceed,
Come on then.
It's FM synthesis, and you know what that stands for, don't you, sir?
I think it stands for frequency modulation.
Oh, well done, yes, it certainly does, as in the radio. Yes.
I know some shiz, you know.
You do know some shiz.
Total dick.
Well, that's two different...
Actually, I'm a dick.
Two different things, isn't it?
I'm a Dick Douglas.
Right, we're going to look at the master section first. Just got all your basic mastering controls.
Not as in Doctor Who.
What?
No.
No? Oh, master.
Yeah.
That was
I'm expecting
tenuous.
I'm expecting geeks to be
Oh, yes, of course, yes, and the master, yes. Sound like that teacher from Clockwork Orange then. I'll talk accidentally. You don't know what I'm talking about.
Phil Gumby.
Phil Gumby. That's the fellow. We got volume there. You know what that is, don't you?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's loudness, isn't it?
What's loudness? You see, you can go endlessly. It's difficult to describe.
Your antivirus needs updating.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Look, told you, it loves popping up, that thing.
I had this question on me when I was doing me radio DJing test and the difference between output and volume.
You do that very well, sir.
Thanks.
He was saying actually something quite nerdy, and I missed it, laughing at your accent.
Yeah.
Laughing at it, laughing
with
it.
I was quizzed between the difference between
volume
and output.
And what is it?
I've no idea.
No,
I
I
weren't listening,
know.
I still don't know.
Volume and output.
Yeah.
Well, you've got volume and level here. So your volume. Input, we won't bother about that because we've got no input going into it. Polyphony, and that's an interesting technique. I bet you can probably guess what that means.
Well, poly meaning more than one,
Yes.
and phony as in sound.
Yes. So it means
More than one sounds.
more than one note at a time,
Right.
rather than sounds, but you basically got it. So if I put it down to 1, play the keyboard. You can only play one note at a time.
That's shit, I played a proper chord then as well.
Haha.
Right.
So you physically, and the listeners can see, or the viewers can see,
Does
that
it go down?
you had 3 chords,
Oh, it does.
but you had 3 notes there. And only one of them's shown up on the thing. Yes, but you can only play one note at a time. If I put it up to 3, like you wanted it, now you can play a chord now.
Alright. That's not a chord, but that might be.
Well, technically it was a chord, it was just a horrible one.
Yes.
And you can go up to stupid amounts. You haven't got 20 fingers.
A boundary breaker.
Yeah, you certainly are, sir. So we'll leave it on 6 for now. Voices now, this is an interesting one. This kind of... You've got... It adds another... It repeats it, but with a little delay on it.
Right. I'm picking up.
And... You can detune it a little. Yeah, so it's got more of a realistic kind of wobbliness to it. And pan, obviously.
Realistic in what?
In the sense that digital sounds are perfectly tuned, and you want to detune them a little bit to make them sound more real. If you're after a realistic sound rather than a digital electro boogie kind of sound. And pan is what it does with them stereophonically. Yeah, so it has a lot more depth to it. See what I mean? Yes. Pitch, we know what that is. That's just the pitch of the how quickly it frequencizes itself.
I'm nodding. There's no idea
there's
what.
Transpose, which is just octaves. We don't need that. Portamento. That's an interesting one. Portamento. I'll let you do that again.
Just one, or
Well,
an handful.
just one. Now go from one note while holding that note down, and then put another one like this.
Yeah, I could have got that without demonstration. Explanation.
Yeah.
We're all right.
Right. If you put portamento on. Hang on. What the
There's
fuck?
nothing. It cancels out the second note.
That's what it's supposed to do. It kind of...
Fucks up the second one.
No,
This is like how Doctor Who in the 70s was made.
It goes up in pitch to match the other
theremin.
note. Yes, that's the kind of thing. It bends the note up to the next one. Anyway, we're not using that either, so we'll get fucking rid of that. Arpeggiate is a different thing. We'll deal with a different tutorial. Analog, again, that's just to make it sound a bit more like a realistic instrument. Add a bit of detune and shit to it. Or you can have it more digital sounding with a digital slider. Yeah, it gives it a bit of like digital sound. But what we're going to do is go to expert, sir. Yes. This is where I struggled because I didn't know what the fuck was going on with this. You've got 5 oscillators, yeah, that can produce a waveform, like a sine, which is a well, there, look, it's like a wobbly wave.
Yeah.
You can pick a sawtooth, which, as you can imagine,
Very sharp.
is very sharp one. Yes, that's for you more. Well, they're not on yet. Triangle, which again is self-explanatory, pointy. But let's try these out. There's only one on at the moment, which is F. So that's a sine wave. You see, it's kind of mellow, isn't it? Change it to a sawtooth, and it's more of a. Kind of affair. In fact, I'm going to reinitialize this thing because messing about with it's made it sound horrible, hasn't it? Something wrong with this keyboard as well, isn't there? It shouldn't stop there. Ha 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 ha. Right, so where was I? Oh yeah, so you can change that to any different thing. The point is this FM matrix. You mentioned matrix earlier, didn't I? And how to get these going. See that line there?
Yeah.
That's your signal output, which I wasn't used to. So you turn it on with the right click, and then now we're going, why the fuck isn't E playing? You've got to kind of drag it up, and it's also your volume, so it should have two noises now. Change one to a square, one to one of these. No idea what any of these are. You should just completely change. It's more like an oboe, isn't it? A really shit one. And the beauty of this is you can grab it there and move it to link into that one. So you've got the sine wave affecting the other one. Sorry, the square wave affecting the other one to a varying. Oops. Get back there. To varying degrees. It adds a quite nice squidginess to the whole of her. Lovely, isn't it?
Quite literally no idea what you're talking about. Who is this for?
Shut up!
No, genuinely.
It's for people like me.
No, but can you... These sounds that you're making here,
yeah.
These are the only sounds you can make for this?
No.
I'm going to say because they're all shit.
We're only just starting.
Right.
The basic oscillators are just boop and whack and if you're lucky, whoa.
Can you put samples in and stuff? Is this what you...
No. No, you could. But we're talking about synthesis, are you creating your own sounds? Right, well this is where it gets sexual.
Right.
We're going to do a pad sound, which is like a slow, like a choir kind of thing, that comes in slowly and goes out slowly. A gentle kind of drifting, dream-like kind of strings, heavenly, orgasmic. I'm probably building this sound up a bit too much now.
You build it. I'm listening to what I've just heard.
I
think
yeah. Right. So what I'm going to do is
reel it in a bit.
Bollocks. What does that angle? Ah. Yes. Ha ha ha.
No.
What?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to assign these to... We'll have a couple of sine waves. Well, yeah, a couple of sine waves because they're nice and mellow. These, as I said, these are just weird preset ones. I don't know what they are. So I'm just going to randomly... This sounded awesome when I did it as a test. This will sound fucking awful now. Oh, hang on, I've got to turn them all on, haven't I? Yeah, still pretty nasty, that, isn't it? It was that one that I put down on the bottom there.
It's not quite the choir of angels.
I'm using too many of these preset things. I'll just use... What's that? Parabol? What the fuck's a parabol?
Well, it's a thing, innit? A parabola.
Well, what's the difference between that and the sine wave, look?
Well, the sine wave goes up and down, and parabola's just up.
But it's the same fucking graphic. No. Oh fuck, that sounds even more. Right, well, this is where the...
Seriously, it's like living in the 80s again.
Shut up.
Or maybe even the 70s.
This is where the envelope comes in.
Right.
Now the envelope of sound is its kind of actions, volume mainly, and length in a kind of a graph kind of thing. It's better show you really. See the attack is how gently it comes in. So you see, if I add some attack, you see it draws a kind of a ramp, and that'll mean it'll come in slowly. I'll probably have to edit this now because I've got to do it on every fucking synth. Or you can regale them with one of your famous stories.
Seriously, no.
That one about chips and that prostitute. Oh, it's a belter.
The prostitute chip story. No, because we had to shoot her.
It's all hush hush now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so I've done all of them. Now it should come in nice and gently now, isn't it? Ooh, it gets nasty in the middle though, doesn't it?
We're just a bit loud. That sound, it sounded a bit shanty-ish again.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah.
I will turn the volume down a little. It sounds like an accordion, doesn't it? You see, I could save that now as an accordion, and people go, "Gosh, isn't he clever? He made a bloody accordion." Now, the next one is decay, which I don't really deal with. I have no dealings with that. I don't know what it is. Sustain.
Isn't that just the other end?
No, that's
how it goes at.
No, that's release.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I know you're always confusing them two. Sustain is as it sounds. Yeah. It's how long the note carries after you've, when you've got it held down. And release is how long it takes to fuck off when you let go. So I should have done that at the same time, actually, which is... Ooh, not that one, sir. Which has had a big release on them, too. It's a lot easier when you got knobs rather than a graph, but... It's more precise, isn't it?
What, the knobs?
Yeah. And you've got a visual representation. So usually I just whack the knob up. Right, so now it should... Yeah?
Yeah.
I did totally oversell this sound. I'm going to go back to the oscillators and just try and get something a bit less horrible. A bit more... rounded. Oh no, that's a bit sharp, isn't it? Oh, they're all a bit sharp, aren't they? Yeah, we'll try that. Interesting. Seems to make it something when you let go of it as well. So what's that about? I don't know.
Wasn't that the decay?
No, I don't think so. Anyway, I'll randomly attach some synths to other synths, just cause I can. That one to that one. So it's starting to get a bit more menacing and spacey now, isn't it? So. What else we can do? Oh yeah, easy morph.
Oh, you like your easy morph?
Easy morph.
What is like the easy morph and crap?
It's just basically got all your morphing, mighty morphing power sounds. Oh. Well, your morphing equipment all in one little thing, like your effects.
You don't know, do you?
Yeah. Well, you've got.
Explain it without saying morph.
It's things that change the sound.
Right.
Yeah. That's probably a more easy way of saying it. You've got an envelope, an overall slider envelope for the whole sound instead of each oscillator, which I'll do as well. Add more attack and release. Oh, you see, now you're getting impressed now, aren't you? Pop a bit of flange on, you'll have a bit of flange, don't you?
I like flange,
because it's got its own effects, like. Bit of reverb. Oh, that really brings. See, it's getting a bit angelic now, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll give you that. That's alright.
Should end it on that. Nice. This other fiddle with harmonic. That just fucks your harmonics about, I think. Velocity is how it responds to how hard you punch the fucking thing. I think that we've got into it. Oh, thank you. And that's about it, apart from the obvious things that people know about, like phasers and shit. Oh, we've got a torque wire as well. Right, so I think of, oh, there's that as well, which I have no idea what that is. You can move that about. Yeah. Right, so that's how to create a nice actual pad synth on the FM8, bought from Native Instruments, I assure you.
Thanks.
Did you learn anything today?
Not even, no. Those are the people, well, you know, the Norwegians will love it.